All right, well, we should be live-ish. I'm about half myself. It's been a day. It's been a day. I look forward to sleeping soon.
Don't we
Hey, but
all?
we're back on a Tuesday, which means it's Werewolf 20th anniversary edition. And we're going to do an interlude this time around. We're going to go back in time in the little sleepy question mark village in Alaska that we're in right now. We're going to roll back time all the way back to 80s. To 1987 to be specific, and we're in the mall, the New River Mall. Uh, as the strains of Tiffany's I Think I'm Alone Now has played for the 20th time today, you all find yourself in Printars. Name of the store, Printars, because the owner of the store fancies himself to be a pirate. You guys specialize in silkscreen printing of t-shirts and custom making books. You actually have a small press. And as the camera focuses in on the cutting and printing machine that now resides in this store in the mall, it is brand spanking new. You're currently running a print job through it that unfortunately is going to take overtime tonight. The mall's closing down. The security guards are going around letting people know that they've got 5 minutes to get their wares out before the doors hit them in the ass. Um, all the shop owners here, you've got your own individual exit in your back room out that you can leave in. So you often stay after when you've got big print tasks going on. Luckily, and one of the things that caused you to be here late today is that, well, your printer ran out of ink. Um, your normal supplier was late. They won't be here till tomorrow, but the print job's due tomorrow. Luckily, your neighbor next to you, Faust's Books, is a really cool dude, and probably one of you scores your weed from him. He's got kind of like a head shop slash occult shop where he sells the truly real version of the Necronomicon that was put out by Putnam Press, along with a bunch of other new agey crap, crystals, various really smelling oils, and other accoutrements of the goth crowd currently. Very popular store. But he's also a very cool guy as well. He's always bringing by interesting bits of things. He makes his living by, well, he buys storage units that people have gone into arrears on, and he's come out with some fabulous stuff that occasionally makes their way into the stores here. But anyway, your need for ink. He had some really large bottles of a very nice, rich black ink that he recently got from a storage building. He has no real use for them, so he gave them to you guys, and it saved the day, but it did put you behind for about 4 hours. So grumbling, you guys are going to have to work into the night to get this print job done. So who do we have? Oak, why don't you introduce yourself and just pick a name? You're going to use your current character sheet, minus the werewolf part, of course.
Okay. I'll be Brad.
Brad, stick your name on the screen there, if you will, Oak. And what is Brad's function in Printars?
He's the tech guy. He's got to do all the repairs,
Okay.
the mechanical stuff.
You guys have, this is 1987. You have the newest in desktop publishing. You've got a brand spanking new Amiga 500 running your digital print processing. You've got a little bit old school printing unit here, but it's not able to take digital files. And it's a bit finicky, so you often have to manage the mechanics to get it to print right. But man, the books look sharp. Nick, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us who you're playing.
Like, hey Brad, it's me, your Southern California companion, Chad.
Oh, Chad.
I came up I came up here because I was told there's like awesome waves to shred in Alaska. I did not know how cold it was. So now I'm stuck here.
And what's your position in the store?
I like talk to people and sometimes I like take their money and sell them stuff.
So the basic function of a clerk. Gotcha.
And then like I go out and I smoke weed outside like at least an hour every day, but don't tell my manager, brah.
He's actually pretty cool with it, considering he thinks he's a pirate. He used to work on a fishing ship, you see. Makes
That's
him a
like
pirate.
totally radical, dude. I bet he
Yeah.
gets some gnarly waves out there.
He's barely ever in. He just lets you guys run the store. Comes in every month or to every month or so to pull money out of the till for his own pocket. And that's about it.
Totally radical, dude.
So we've got Brad and Chad, the bros. So Slumber. What do you got tonight? In what position do they fulfill?
Please be another ad.
Tad.
If you need a minute, we can go to John. We can cut to John. What do you
Okay,
got for us, John?
we have Jenny. She's the one who's been keeping everything in here running.
Ah, Jenny's the key holder.
She what does she do? She fixes the machines. She's been trying to figure out how to make a new kind of ink of a different consistency work with the damn thing. She has to water it down a little bit. She's also on the brink of putting her foot up somebody's ass.
Yeah. Jenny, the ink is exceptionally high quality, but yeah, it's a little thick. It's also really, really dark. It's great,
Is
actually.
this some kind of fountain pen ink? I mean, it's amazing, but just getting it through the machine, I've got to add some little bit of acetone to it just to get it to flow.
Yeah. Darker than India ink. Really viscous. Like maybe it's concentrated.
Blood.
Yeah, no, just having the stuff out of the cleaning supplies closet probably is working to get it going into the machine, you know?
Flows just enough. Just
I'm
enough.
assuming that because it came out of some sketchy thing, it's probably some fancy fountain pen ink, so.
Yeah. Could be. Could be. It's really nice though.
Yeah.
Slumber, you got anything yet? George. All right, George. What do you do here, George? Again, put your names on the screen there, if you will.
How do I put my name on the screen?
You should have a cog there, John, to change name and such.
Oh, cog, name change. Edit name. Okay, there we go. I've got it plugged in
So
down
we got
below.
all right. So Jenny, and then you've got George. Is that it? Slumber. Okay. Uh huh. Sure. Yeah. So you got your work cut out for you tonight because the presses are now running. And you're going to have to stitch and bind these as they come through. The order isn't huge. It's only 50 copies, but it's all very labor intensive. Yeah, you're probably not a fan of the new Amiga that's in the store. Okay. As the final strain of Tiffany's song ends, playing over the intercom, and you have the security guards making the announcement is the mall is now closed as banks of lights start to shut off all around the store. And on the outside, not yours. You've got your own controls there. You notice that there are a couple of other stores that are burning the late night oil as well. The Walden Books just down the way from you has got their lights on. The Orange Julius guy is still out there rejiggering his sign. Looks like he's marking down to Julius's one more time because the Jamba Juice is cheaper than his. And yeah, it looks like your neighbor Faust might be doing something because his lights are still on too. And we have to do it. So Tad is out there running the what do they call, the Zamboni on the floor. So he's he's got his Walkman on, and he's getting the floors all cleaned out there. He's the night janitor. Kind of waves at you guys. He's a customer and fellow connoisseur of the weed as well.
I give him the shaka bra, the hang loose.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you guys finally get everything printed out. Brad, the new cutting machine and mimeograph machine's working well. Just got this in a couple of weeks ago. This is only the third time you ran through it, and you think you finally got it tuned. And the blades are working really well. Get a good sharp cut on those edges of the books. It's great. One of the best machines you've ever had to tinker with. But finally, the print run is done, and all of you kind of sit down with George to help him do the final stitching and binding of the books. You'll throw them in the press before you get out of here once everything dries out on the pages. But yeah, you got several hours to go. Somebody turns on a boom box, throw some dock in on a tape, and you guys rock out to that for a little bit as you're going along. You can't smoke in here right now because, you know, the whole mall does have the smoke detectors, and you're just going to set that off if you decide to imbibe, Chad. So you're going to have to wait, maybe go out the back and have a little break now and then. But finally, hours after you've closed, you guys have finally got the prints together. The pages have gone through the dryer, got everything assembled and ready to go. 50 copies of this douche professor's textbook that he's making his students buy. You're pretty sure that he didn't hire an editor either. It was pretty bad. Yeah. Great sleep helper, this book, for sure. When, as your guys are getting ready to kill the lights, maybe having one last smoke out in the back before you shut everything down, the only lights left on now at this point is Faust's next door. And just as you're, getting ready to call it a night, maybe go find a pizza joint or something that's still open, there's a loud kind of crash and boom and a thump on your adjoining wall between your store and Faust's.
Like, that didn't sound very radical, dudes.
And what's the store that's beside us?
Faust's. It's a head shop /
Okay, that's the one you're.
Yeah.
Jenny's
And
the
on
one
your
who
other side is just like the bathroom alley, so there's not another store on your other side.
And Jenny
Are
just-
they partaking of their own product again over there?
And he didn't, invite me to join? Brah.
Yep. It gets louder as you hear more things like fall and shatter. The wall vibrates more as if someone was just hitting it with something. You hear Faust yell.
Dude, I
And
think they're
then-
getting robbed.
It's quiet.
Or it's a really big rat or something, dude.
No, that sounded like the owner.
You want to go check it out, brah?
All right, yeah, you roll up your cage door on the front that keeps all the late mall goers from getting into your store, and you're trying to count out the cash registers. Yeah, I know that one.
I'm gonna get one of the paper cutters that you bring down. I've got one that's disassembled. I'm just gonna get the handle with
Sure.
the blade.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you walk over to a store. His lights are still on. His front display area looks nice, but it's most of his store is like back room. Like in the front is more like display. It's got all the nice smoking tobacco paraphernalia, as well as lots of Grateful Dead tie-dye T-shirts. And he's gotten to doing a lot of Doc Martin and other things for the goth culture that's starting to pick up around here as well. But the back room is his pride and joy. This is where he keeps all the new stuff he's bringing in from various buyings of auctions, etc. And he's got like a little occult section back there with like cool books, and he has this really cool skull that's had like years and years of wax candles burned in it that one of you has put on deposit. Eventually, it'll be yours. You're paying a little bit each month. But anyway, out in the storefront, you don't see anything. You don't see Faust, but you do continue to hear like the sound of like maybe somebody struggling in the back room.
You say the security gate was not down?
Yeah, his security gate's down.
I reach down and I'll try to pull it up to see if it's
Okay.
locked.
Can you pick locks?
Well, I'm pulling it just to see if it.
Oh, you want to check it, right?
Yeah,
I
I'm
got
checking
you.
it.
Yeah, no, it's locked. It's engaged at the bottom. Very simple lock. You might have had to pick it on occasion when you've forgotten the keys to your own door.
Like, what skill would that be, brah? If I to pick a lock?
So this would fall under, let's see.
Larceny, probably.
Yeah, larceny.
Oh man, I'm like so blazed right now. I don't know what that is.
You can always just roll the stat if you don't have the skill too.
I mean, I could do that. I don't have larceny
Yep.
at all. What's the skill? Is that a dexterity or?
Yeah. This will be a dex from manipulation. And they're a simple lock, so like a 5 is what I'm looking for. Well, except for the 2 1s on there. Yeah.
Ah shit, man. I need to stop blazing so much on the fucking on the
Yeah.
clock.
So that's more 1s than successes. So that's a botch. So whatever you were using to try and pick the lock is broken off in the lock.
Oh man, that was like my favorite pen.
Yeah. You hear like a big exhalation, like someone is like sighing, and then all the sounds stop from the back of his store.
And it's,
He does, just like you do. It's just adjoining yours.
I'm surprised we didn't take that first. Jenny she gets back into our store, goes from the back entrance.
You go to your back door, and despite it not being locked, because the lock is clearly on the side of the door won't open.
Jenny's like, so how badly do we want to poke our nose into this? She looks over at the others.
No, just so I'm clear, your back door won't open.
Our back door won't open.
Yeah.
Okay. She pulls out some of her tools and she's just, our door's not opening. Either either I can fix it or take it off its hinges.
Like
Has
the
it
second
been
option is
working?
I mean, somebody just stepped out not that long ago to smoke.
not naming names here.
And does it feel
Someone.
like something's blocking it, or like if it's
You want to go and check? The door has always rattled a little bit when it's closed. Now it just does not budge at all. So
So is
yeah,
it-
like something may have backed up to it.
did
Oh,
somebody?
so it
park
opens
a-
outward into that hallway?
It opens outward into the back parking
Okay,
lot
so
of
we'll
the
be able to
mall.
remove it from the hinges.
Did someone have a delivery tonight and park the fucking truck behind the store?
Like, dude, when I was
That
out
would be
there, there
That
was
would be on the other
nothing.
side of the hall. She's just Jenny's just she is going to try to brute force it real quick.
Yeah, so I heard you said you wanted to pull the pins on the hinges.
That would be on the other side of the door, though. I was
yes.
thinking it opened into us. Just it's been a long time since I've been in the back of a store in a mall. So she's just gonna brute force it forward then.
All right.
You athletic strength.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, what difficulty?
Tens.
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 All right. Oh, that means that I'm spending a willpower on this.
Oh, you were close.
But
But the
that's
willpower is a
no.
success.
I spent the willpower, so I
Yeah.
got the one success.
So, and you slam yourself into the door a few times. It again, there's always a little bit of play in the door. There's absolutely none. You get pissed off, you grab a crowbar that you carry around for various things, you wedge it under the door, and you're so frustrated at this point that it gouges the metal of the door and it breaks the doorknob off. Funny thing is, the door still doesn't move.
Even so, with us, good lord.
There's now a hole where the doorknob is. You can kind of see out of it, but you don't see anything. It's completely pitch black.
Well, she's just been working on a printer, so just pulls up her little. I remember those tiny metal flashlights that
Yeah.
I still have one of. Um, Click. You
Yeah.
know, you rotated the back end to get it to
Mhm.
turn on.
It
My mother's tuned in. She knows the flashlight I'm talking about.
it doesn't illuminate anything. Like the doorknob's completely been broken off, both sides, front and back. But all you see is just blackness. Like it doesn't illuminate through it at all.
Someone has put. She pokes. Yeah, something big is up against this door.
Yeah, it's
Pokes.
solid, whatever it is. But it's weird. It's warm to the touch.
Right, my camera's not working right now. You can't see me. She's poking it.
Yeah, it's
Repeatedly.
solid, like almost like stone, but it's warm.
Did somebody drop a fryer through the roof?
Sure, it's not exhaust.
No, it would be silver. I'd see something. What the...
So while this is going on, what are the rest of you doing?
Like, I'm gonna go knock. I'm just gonna go like yell at Faust and see if he's okay.
Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna go with him to go check on him.
All right. You yell. There is absolutely no response. You also notice that it's kind of eerily quiet. You guys have been making enough noise that the security guard, Ralph, should have come by. But there's no one out here. And you don't hear the sound of the Zamboni moving anymore either.
Oh man, like we got left here, dudes. We're like the only ones here.
You got a phone.
Just ring up a little.
Okay. It rings. And you get up the pre-recorded message is the New River Mall is now closed. Opening hours are from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Sunday. Normally, the security person would have answered that phone.
Hold on, wait.
Catch the newest matinee feature, Jaws, in 3D.
Hold on, let me get the override through. I remember the admin overrides for these old phones. You could. That's what this character does. Is those kinds of tech.
No, I buy it. You put in the numbers, which should turn on basically the intercom.
Oh, this is actually old enough. No, it's sorry, it's not quite that old. But yeah, you put on those numbers. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll of computers or.
What's that? No, you don't need to roll. I'll buy it, sure, because you probably had to use it a few times. Basically rolls it over into the intercom that should be in the security guard's office. So, like, you're like, Norm,
you there?
Yeah.
We have a situation.
Yeah, there's just silence. Nothing.
We don't even hear Norm, you there out there?
Oh, no, you do. You hear that. But no one's responding back.
Did he fall asleep in his office, or is he...
You yell into, again, the only pools of light in the mall right now are the ones coming out of your store and Faust's. Everything else has been shut off. Yeah, there's no response. It's just quiet out there.
Guys, this is getting a little creepy.
I'm gonna go get the mag light. Back of the store. It's as big as her arm.
Yep.
Say what now? No, we cannot. Our front door isn't, and we haven't just wandered out yet. We've got keys.
Yes,
They
this is
have,
correct.
this is old enough. They have crash. This is new enough that they have crash bars. This is after the Gibbon Theater disaster.
There are 2 exits that have the fire bars on the inside. This is true.
Yeah, they have crash.
Mhm.
Oh man, and here I was thinking we could like throw a brick and break some glass. Although I don't know where I'd find a brick.
The bricks would be on the other side of the glass, you know.
Well, like, aren't they like remodeling that like Forever 21? Maybe there's like some construction equipment over there.
You start hearing a beeping from somewhere in the darkness, and you see a blinking red light.
Maglight time.
You flood the scene, and the Zamboni is the light, and the warning is that it's out of juice. It is front of it is into one of the pillars, that support the roof here, and it looks like it just run itself out of juice as it was trying to go forward. There's nobody
Shit.
on it.
Jenny's gonna go over. Todd's a nice guy. He's nice. He's a good janitor. She's gonna go like, Todd, you okay? You over there?
No
It's
response.
Tad, Jenny.
But there's blood all over the seat of the Zamboni.
Oh shit. Todd?
Like
she's
we talking
she's-
hemorrhoids, or are we talking like
It's a
lot?
significant amount.
She's gonna go run over to the other side and see if like Todd's over there
No,
on the other side of it.
and there's not a blood trail either. It's just all over the seat and dripping down the side of the Zamboni, but there's no trail like Todd crawled or was dragged off anywhere.
I have no idea why, but my first instinct there's like, no Todd, nothing. Look up.
Look up.
Yeah.
Okay. You look up and you briefly catch something moving away from the light. And as it moves away, you see Todd's mangled, obviously broken arms, leg, because his whole torso is twisted. Throat's cut out. And he's just lying up in the cross beams,
What the fuck?
about 12 feet up.
Nope. Back in the store, call 911. Quick.
Like, that's not radical, dude. That is like so the opposite of radical.
All right. You pick up the phone.
Close the door on the way, the big old grate on the way back in, and lock it.
Okay, yeah, lock it to the floor. You pick up the phone and to get an outside number, and there's just the tone of like there's no
There's not even a dial tone.
yeah, nothing.
Ooh.
The internal numbers worked fine.
Someone's cut us off. What
This is like how the horror movies start, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I light up. I'm panicking a little bit. I light up. I start smoking some weed.
Okay. You start smoking, realizing a bit too late about the fire suppressant system, because this is what happened to you once before, and while you always remember now. Funnily enough, you're standing right underneath one of the system heads. Hasn't deployed.
And we've got the
Guys?
ones for electronics that go fast.
Yeah, it doesn't use the little plastic plug thing.
Like, this is weird, guys.
I don't know what to do. So do we have it? Does our store have like a drop ceiling in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it doesn't. You can. Yeah, actually, that's smart. You want to pop your head up into the drop ceiling?
She's gonna need a boost.
Okay. Is anybody watching the front while this is going on?
I'm going to picture that when we come in, I shut the gate and I'm kind of pacing back and forth,
Okay. Okay.
but at the front.
I'm probably wherever the counter is. I'm probably just sitting on the counter, just smoking.
All right. Jenny, you pulled out like the short ladder that you have to reach some of the higher product on the shelves, and you pop open one of the tiles. And you've never done this before, but it was a good suspicion. And yes, you share a run with Faust's next door. But then at the end, his last wall, though, is like bricks and everything. But you do share the crawl space with Faust's.
Okay, so it's us, Faust, Firewall,
Yeah,
and we've got the other firewall on the way
on
to the
your side.
bathroom.
Yep. Actually, you can drop into the bathrooms too,
Oh,
but then firewall past that.
so we've got us, bathrooms, Faust's, firewalls on either side, and some psychotic person dragging people into the rafters out front.
Something, yeah. Move too fast to catch it, but yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go see if Faust is here. I feel like I need an adult.
So you want to crawl through and drop into Faust's store?
Yeah,
You letting anyone know what you're doing?
that she said that out
Okay.
loud.
All right.
I'm just kind of assuming with possibly wrongly collection of teenagers in no small.
Sure. I'll tell you what, give me an athletic style rolls just so you don't fall through. Like, in the crawl space, there are solid members that you can definitely crawl over, but a lot of it is just a drop ceiling popcorn tile.
Would the
So,
gymnastics or preternatural grace apply?
yes, both would.
Difficulty?
Just a 5.
Okay.
Failure, and you're just going to drop through the ceiling versus making it nice.
Okay. One success.
Yep, good enough. You crawl over, pop down into Faust. So you pop down into his showroom area.
Yeah.
Anyone else going to go with Jenny?
Like, just let me finish this smoke, man, and then I'll be like right behind you. I swear.
I'm
Brad,
gonna,
there's a mag light out there coming in your direction, and you hear the distinctive clack of the keys of the night security watchman.
do we know his name?
Yeah. This will be Tom.
Hey, Tom's coming. Tom.
The light kind of swings in your direction, blinding you just a little bit, but not too bad because your store's lit. And he's walking towards you, hearing, and you see him. The light of your store, extends out a little bit. You see, the shiny shoes. He always takes just like tremendous care. Ex-military guy that his shoes are always highly shined, polished to a mirror finish. And it soothes you a little bit as you're like, "Hey, Tom." And as you look up, and Tom's face is like without expression. His eyes are just pools of blackness with no pupils. He's got the flashlight out and he's got it trained on you and he's walking towards you. You notice that he's got a huge gash in his uniform and like his pants, the front of his shirt are completely drenched in blood. And he doesn't seem to notice this as he shambles towards you.
Guys, something's wrong with Tom. He looks hurt real bad. Come here.
Like,
Tom.
dude, Tom.
Tom gets right up to your gate, and you know what these gates look like, right? They're
Yeah.
the little bars, crisscrossed, etc. He comes over, and it's like he doesn't understand, like that there's a gate. He tries to walk through it to get to you, and when he can't pass through, you hear like this almost whimper coming out of his mouth as he drops the flashlight and grabs it and just starts shaking it. He opens his mouth, and his mouth is full of like shark teeth, like they're all multiple layers of teeth, all sharp. His mouth extends open enough that the sides of his lip and his jaw crack, tearing the skin, and
What the fuck?
again,
I'm
this
gonna take
whimpering sound comes out.
I'm gonna panic, and I'm going to try to shove that chopping blade,
Yeah,
which isn't made to pierce, but I'm
yeah.
just like trying to shove it in the mouth.
Sure. Make me an attack roll.
What do I use for attack roll? I
It's
don't
going to be
remember.
melee. It's going to be whatever skill you have in.
Trying to see. I've got brawl. I don't think that would work.
No, you're using a weapon, so
For I guess melee. I don't have anything in melee. Nice.
okay, that's fine.
Melee strength.
Mhm.
A 6 or what?
Yes. Oh, that's nice. You got 1, 2, 3 successes himself. You catch him with again, like you were saying, it doesn't have a point on it, but so you kind of jam it into his mouth, breaks off some of the teeth. As you pull it out, the blade kind of slices into the side of his cheek more, and he doesn't seem to react to that at all. Yeah. Jenny, you've dropped down on the other side and you kind of hear what's going on. Do you want to look through the gate on your side?
Kind of see through the gate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
what?
So you see Tom, the security guard, is kind of shaking you don't see his face though. You just kind of see his profile view and he's shaking the gate. And then you see Brad shove that blade through.
What the fuck?
He's a fucking monster.
You can hear them easily enough.
What?
This motherfucker's got teeth. No, look at him.
Holy
And I
shit,
step
dudes.
back and like the camera pans in.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dudes. I'm tweaking out, man. I don't know what was in this batch, but holy shit, man. I'm freaking out.
Tom, the fuck? What the fuck? Fuck! Apparently she and Kat share a favorite word.
Jenny, the curtains in the back room part, and you see the robed form of Faust, because he always wears like this Renfest kind of robe, Lord of the Manor sort of thing in his head shop, and it's all brightly colored with various, very just multicolored fabrics. And as he steps out, he's very pale, and you notice that his eyes are just pools of dark, no pupils at all.
Faust, what's going on?
He kind of stumbles towards you. And you see that the reason he's stumbling is as one of his legs kind of leaves the confines of his robe. He's got this gash down his inner thigh, all the way down the leg, exposing bone, sinew. He's bled all over the place as well.
Holy fuck, Faust, sit down!
So as he's approaching you, he opens his mouth, and you see like these rows upon rows of just razor sharp teeth.
Oh shit. And she... I gotta be honest, she probably panic punches him.
Okay. I'm not gonna ask for initiative yet. Go ahead. Punch.
Alright. That's difficulty standard for punch?
Yeah. Yep.
Actually, I should have that already on the sheet. Punch. Yes. Roll.
Oh, nice.
And then roll.
Okay. Apparently Jenny's taking some self-defense courses. Quick kick to the groin, followed by some jabs to the throat, And Faust takes a couple of steps back, but it's as if he didn't feel anything. He didn't react to it. There's no change in his expression.
What the fuck?
Sure. You want to drop on him? Actually, you know what? We didn't have you roll to see if you can get through there without falling through the tile. So let's do that. Difficulties 5 and athletics. Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, look at that. Yeah, you can drop on him if you want to. Okay. Okay. You drop onto Faust's back. Faust is he's an older guy, kind of frail, and even though he seems to be had some changes lately, that hasn't changed. You drop on him, that leg that where the bone was exposed just snaps as you land on top of him. And you can feel like you've done this guy some serious damage. Like you felt things break as you land on top of him. But his head twists around almost, more. Actually, you hear the spinal column snap as it turns all the way around to look at you, and then so like when you get off, you snapped an arm, that leg. You heard vertebrae pop, and well, he's just done a number on himself with his neck. So you notice while the hands and feet and the body kind of twitches a little bit, it doesn't look like it's able to get up, but it's still alive.
No!
Meanwhile, Tom, has become frustrated that he can't get through the grate. It doesn't seem like there's any great mental processes going on because his key ring has every key to every store on it. He seems to just give up and walks away.
Now, can I see the keys?
Yes. Go try and snag him.
Yeah, I'm like, if I can get it while he turns, if not, I'll have to get his attention again.
Okay, no, you can try it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll reach through. So it's going to be what kind of
Dex and what would fit here?
larceny? Or
Isn't there a hold on? I think there's a fine. Let me check over a character sheet real quick. Sorry, I don't
There's too
remember
many.
everything as well.
Oh,
Let's do.
because
It's going to be larceny, Dex and larceny.
and Dex. And do I get nimble finger juice
Yes, absolutely.
and difficulty?
Just 5. He's not trying to keep you from getting the keys. Okay, well, there's a couple of successes in there. You have his key ring. Belatedly, you realize it's on one of those cords. So as he starts walking away, it starts to unspool, but you just hang on to it and you just
And then I'm going to use my chopping thing,
yeah,
and put it against the edge of the
there you go.
the grate, and then just hack at
Okay.
it.
And he walks off into the dark, and you're left holding his key ring.
I got keys, Chad. I got keys. We can get the fuck out of here.
Like, dude, I'm freaking out. Like, we need to get out of here now,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, we do. Let's go.
And about this time,
Everybody.
you can hear the guys next door. So what was that? What did you say there, George? You said that's not normal or something like that. So you guys hear that? Yeah.
is that not normal? And then the loud no.
You'll hear me yelling, "I've got keys. I've got the guard's keys."
Got the keys? Well, we've got a fucking zombie Faust over here.
Yeah, that's what Tom was.
What?
Let's just get the. That's what I told you. He had all these teeth and shit. Let's just get out of here.
I
Like, don't do it, man. That's how they get you. I've seen the movies, man. That's how they get you. Like,
I mean,
dude,
Blockbuster's closed 4 hours
I
ago.
grab
You know, come on.
grab George and start shaking him. Like, dude, like,
George is on the other side of a
Yeah.
wall from you.
oh, is
Yep.
he? Oh, I start smacking my hand against the wall. Like, don't do it, George. Don't sacrifice yourself, brah. You got so much to live for. Don't go and die on me, dude. I pull out another blunt and I start smoking.
It's fine.
Freaking out, dudes.
All right. Yeah, there's a number of boxes there. The thing that draws your attention, though, is well, you know, other than the cool knickknacks he's got back here, and I'm going to say you're the one that put the deposit on the skull with all the candles, and there it is on the shelf. Another 30 payments, and it's yours. But the other thing that
You could just take it now.
draws your attention is that there's this really intricate, but kind of it's not beautiful. It's a steel box with like it's inlaid with other kind of like copper and some silver. It looks like, but it's not pretty. Like like just looking at it, it's almost menacing. And it's been opened. You see that there's a chisel and a hammer there. He broke the locking mechanism on it to get what was inside, and inside is this. Well, right now what you see is a bunch of broken glass. You pocket your skull. Looks like the glass used to be an orb, maybe 6 inches in diameter. The glass is really thick and looks like you know it's not it's old. It's not seamed. It might have been blown looking at it, but yeah, it's broken. There's some kind of black fluid all over the place. Did you join him, Jenny?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the ink.
That looks like the ink. What the? That's the. What the? Is that- What is this? Some kind of like. Oh. You know what? No. I actually she has 2 points in occult.
Ooh, roll them, because now that you're close to it, the box has all kinds of symbols all over it that kind of
Uh-huh.
twinge that.
Yeah.
I gotta
Does
take
lateral
dogs out.
problem
Be right
solve help?
What's that?
I got to take a dog out.
No,
I'll be
I
right back.
got you. I just didn't hear what John
Oh.
said.
Does lateral problem solving help?
Not really.
Okay. And difficulty?
Considering yours is pop occult knowledge, I'm gonna say a 7.
7.
Yeah.
And we're spending a point of willpower on this, so
Okay.
that is that is 4 successes then. So
Okay.
plus 1.
So you have enough knowledge to know that that's in the Enochian alphabet. And you go and grab one of his guides to the language of the angels off the shelf.
She probably has another one at home, but you know.
Yes, exactly. But it's probably not something you've committed to memory.
No.
So you go over and you start translating. And of course, this modern garbage that they print in the books is not exact. So this is where the lateral thinking actually, I guess, would come in. Like, oh,
Well,
that's
we didn't
close
roll any
enough.
10s, so
Yeah. You're like, that's close enough to this symbol, this symbol, this symbol. Yeah. So you're starting to work it out. It looks like it's a story. So it's going to take you some time to work the whole thing out. But the gist of it, just looking at, you know, some key phrases that you're able to break out, is that the box is a prison to something. You haven't worked out to what the thing is yet, but the box is a prison.
Man, and I was just reading this stuff to write. I figure she's an early internet adopter. I was just reading that shit to write fan
You're writing
fiction.
slash fiction in your late night hours on AOL.
Yeah, just like in the earliest days of AOL,
Yeah.
the first version should dial upward.
What's that?
Yeah.
87.
So it just barely exists.
Yeah, there you go.
But let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, that's when our poor guy behind the store that we buried was murdered, wasn't he? Anyhow, our character. This hasn't happened yet, so.
Mhm.
And she's just going, Faust, something got let out of the box. Something got. She's pointing. Well, you explain fucking zombie Faust out there, all right? We should. How? There's zombie Tom out there. Along with whatever the fuck killed. What was the janitor's name again? Norm or something?
So there's other unpacked boxes back here. It looks like he'd gotten through 3 of them, and he must have found this chest in the 3rd one and stopped there.
Yeah. I mean, the shiny is strong. She wants to look through this with a mind toward the occult at this point. Also has 2 points of rituals if it becomes
Yep.
irrelevant.
Brad, what are you doing? You gonna crawl back? You're gonna crawl through the ceiling and join them, or are you just gonna wait it out back here?
I'm back.
Yeah, Brad's got the keys. Chad, what are you doing?
Like, Brad, we gotta like get out of here, dude. Like, something is going on, dude, and I am not well.
I'm with you. Let's go. Where's everybody else?
They're all, like, they climbed over the wall, dude. They're like, they're over in like the other room. They're in Faust's.
I'm just gonna yell like, "Come on, I've got keys. Get out! Just run out. Can you get out his front door? Is it already locked?"
Wait, dude. What if Faust's back door isn't blocked? I start scurrying to. There was a ladder, right?
Yeah.
I start scurrying to the ladder. I'm now going to climb over because
Fuck.
I'm
And I look around, being left
grasping at the
alone.
hope.
Fuck
Like,
it,
dude.
and I go.
Like, dude,
Sure.
let's go.
I'm not gonna have you make the roll. It's probably funnier that you just fall through the tiles into the next room anyway.
100%.
You just dive over the little divider and you're in the other room.
But miraculously, the blunt in my mouth survives.
Yes, there you go. The curtain's been parted. It's like you can see them talking back there. You can hear them. The last thing that like you hear him say, "Oh, it's the thing." Yeah. So, Brad, are you climbing over? Or are you going to be left alone in the?
No, that's
the
what I
creature?
look
You're gonna
around
be-
and I'm seeing that like I'm alone now, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, fuck this, damn it, and I crawl over with him.
Okay, you're all in Faust's. Your other 2 companions are in the back room talking about something. You see on the floor, Faust, still trying to move, but his body's broken. Arms and legs were snapped. Neck is completely 90 degrees around on his head, but he's got that mouthful of teeth and those black eyes as well.
I would like to roll to freak out, please.
Hold on just a second, guys.
I'm out. I didn't know if you were Anything that needs to be thawing?
All right. Can you guys hear me?
I can
I
hear
can
you.
hear you
Yep,
now.
there we go. Yeah, all right. Yeah, so Faust is still trying to bite someone, probably whoever fell closest to him, but can't really move the body that's all broken and shattered. He's not bleeding from those injuries, by the way. He's quite dry of blood.
I scramble away from him as quickly as possible,
Hmm.
and I run for the back door.
Okay. So you run through the curtained off area where you see your two companions there talking over a box. Ginny has got like a book open and she's probably writing notes as she looks like she's translating something on the box. I think George was opening up some of the other boxes, correct?
Like, dudes, let's get out of here, brah.
Yeah, I'm heading for the back door to check it.
All right. Same thing. Because
I-
you've been through Faust's back door before. It should give, but it doesn't. George, you open one of the other boxes, and the first thing you pull out is a very fine bottle of bourbon and 2 automatic pistols. Yeah, they're the clips are full. Yeah. It looks like some of it's already been drank. It's nice enough that it's got a cork stopper, and there's some crystal goblets at the bottom of the box as well, and folded over note.
While he's reading the note, I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna start drinking the whiskey.
Pour out the good blues. Open up the note. It just says, "Don't open the box. Enjoy the booze." And there's just a green triangle on the bottom right of the letter.
Like, that's a triangle, dude.
Do I need to be rolling a Colt?
Colt won't tell you anything about that. The players may very well know, but
John does not know. Wait, we have someone with trivia in the party, don't we?
yeah, it won't help for this.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, if anybody has, I don't know, are you a conspiracy trivia guy?
Listen, man, I'm like on some crazy forums.
I'll buy it. Does your character
Bigfoot is-
actually?
What
Bigfoot
amazing.
is real. No, I don't
amazing.
have any occult.
Okay. Yeah. No chance of knowing what that is.
Is oh wait. I have my guesses, but
So back door, same problem as yours. Like something must have been backed right up to it. It's not moving at all. George, there's still a few more boxes here. You want to go through them after you have had your shot of alcohol? Okay. The next one has it's got a 3-gallon jerry can. It says gasoline on the outside. It smells like gasoline. Yep. And the last box had a bunch of books. The one on the top looks like Trapper Keeper. The rest of the books in there are old. Like they look really old. Leather bindings, yellowed pages. But the one on the top is a let's see, what would this be? This would be a G.I. Joe Trapper Keeper right on the top. Okay. It's got some three ring binder inside. It's got some loose leaf pages where somebody was just scrawling out some notes. Really poor penmanship. Looks like they were writing in a hurry. You just just catching a few words here and there, saying trapped it in the box, needs to be metal, filled with fluid. You're just making out little bits here and there.
Wait, trapped in box needs to be metal filled with fluid? Oh no.
Like, I don't know what's in this whiskey, dudes, but I'm like super calm now.
I need to get the ink back. She's gonna just jump
So
for
the
ceiling.
last thing you translated, Jenny, was the word gin.
Gin. The fuck's the gin? Oh,
J-I-N, gin.
J-I-N, gin. Gin.
It's like a
It's
typo.
short for
Gin.
you.
Or it's
Gin.
like
Meant to
a
have found
typo.
this.
I'm
Maybe
just
it's
gonna roll
G. Maybe
Yeah,
it's
you
just
can make an occult check on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it.
This is actually fairly common, even for like pop occult. So
Okay.
fives.
Oh, that's a 5s. So still, that's 4 successes.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so gin, Middle Eastern, like that's where like the idea of like genies, but jinn were kind of like bad ones. They're also was used as like a general for an evil spirit as well.
And this is before Disney's Aladdin, I think, so it doesn't have the framework to explain this to her not so minded colleagues.
But not before the 7 Voyages of Sinbad.
No, it is not. Good point. Thank you. I hadn't thought about that. Y'all seen Sinbad?
Yeah, the stop motion version. Yeah.
So,
Harry hasn't.
like
based
I
on
remember
that-
going to
Heidi's my
church and
favorite.
learning that sin was bad, but like that's it.
Okay, abridged version. Evil Genie. It was in box. He opened the box, and now he's a zombie. And so's Tom. So
Like, who's Genie?
Is that like I Dream of Genie?
yeah, but evil.
You know, I had an ex-girlfriend named Genie once. She was one evil bitch.
Yes, but now naked and now able to grant wishes, but like evil, and kill people.
I think Brad's mind immediately went when you said "but evil." The actress for "I Dream of Jeannie," but in goth outfit.
Yeah.
Was the-
It's like
So not terribly far off of
Even
Jenny.
better.
Okay. Or Jenny in her day to day.
Mhm.
I figured somebody with that much occult and rituals who's not actually into it probably is a goth. So yeah. Did you what's that note say? The one that was referenced earlier about metal and liquid and
You want to take a read?
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it's like I said, it's several loose leaf papers full of somebody looks like they were translating on the fly from maybe one of the books that are down in here. And the books all look like they're Greek, Latin, very old books.
Yeah.
So while you're doing that, from outside, Tom's back. Tom's got bolt cutters.
What the hell? I thought zombies were stupid.
What?
Mm-hmm. Now you guys are
thing?
in the you guys
Like
are
the
in
John
the back.
Carpenter thing?
You guys are in the back, so Tom has actually went over to the printer shop, and he is working that bolt cutter on the lock of the door next door, not in the one you're at right now.
Like, dudes, we need to like get out of here. Let's like, you think like maybe we can lock him in there? Like if he breaks the lock and gets in, we can like close it and block it behind him? Or should we
How about we
like
just get out of
just like run?
I'd gone to check the Foss back door. Is it locked or
Yeah, somebody already did. It's same way that yours was. It feel like it should give a little, but it doesn't.
okay? We got to go out the front. We got to run.
Like pass me one of those pistols, man.
Uh, Jenny, why don't you give me a intelligence academics roll to see how much of this you can speed read real quick to figure out what's going on? And of course, he's got horrible penmanship. Whoever wrote it down.
Sorry, I was muted. And spending a point of willpower.
Sure,
What difficulty?
6.
Okay. So that'll be 3 successes.
Okay, very good. Yeah, this is definitely a translation from one of those books. The book is actually named in there, and it talks directly about that metal case behind you. So yes, it was trapping an evil spirit, going over the process. So it has to be trapped in a mechanism of steel, metal, steel, iron, any of the heavy elements like that. Could, silver and gold would do, but steel is just as good. That has been anointed with a fluid. It goes into a long explanation as to what the fluid is, but your eyes kind of cross at what they're going into.
Look, we've already seen the ink in the box. We know what it is.
Yep.
And she's like, oh, shit. Is there any of the ink left over here, or is she going to have to go back over?
Well, you filled your printer cutter with all the ink.
Oh. Well, then.
Like, let's douse it with gasoline and set it on fire, dudes.
So the end of the message at the very end is what you're figuring is some kind of incantation of binding, and it's all phonetically spelled out.
Oh. I have an idea. Yeah, could you guys try to slow down Tom from here?
Tom has finished cutting the bolt to the door next door, and he's rolled up the cage and has wandered into the printing store.
Shit. I think I can put the genie back in, well, a very strange bottle.
All right,
Yeah,
dudes.
will
do
it make
it.
all this shit stop?
What?
Will it
Yeah,
make all
yeah,
this shit just
This'll make that's what we have to do to make this shit stop.
then do it?
Well, I have to get to the printer.
God damn it.
Key. Yep.
All
Or
right. I think Brad has the keys. So you're asking Brad for the keys? Okay.
Yeah, here.
Yes. Okay. For Tom. All right. Yeah. Tom starts coming out as he hears the noise. And mouth again opens. At this point, his cheeks have been torn all the way back. So when he opens his mouth, it's just this horrendous smile filled with teeth. Yeah. And surprisingly quickly, he charges you. So we're gonna roll initiative now.
initiative. Where's
The
that
shield?
button
Hold
on
on.
the sheet? Where's the initiative button? Roll for initiative. There we go.
Is the initiative sticking?
I see Connor's. Connor got a 5.
Mikhail got 15. Cat got 12.
I'm sorry, Connor got an 11. Yeah. So everybody goes before it goes. It goes on a
Okay.
10. So I'm gonna assume let's go to who was that? George? They got the attention? Was that George? Yeah. All right. You've got its attention, and it actually moves with a great deal more speed than you expected since it was lumbering the last time. But you can go first. Oh, you want to shoot him? Yeah. Do you have any points in? Okay. Go ahead. Yeah. It should have it on there for just a basic. See, hold on. Yeah, I got you. Difficulty is 5. One success. Okay. You shoot him, and hold on a second. Let me.
And we have to figure out whatever the
Yeah, give me a
numbers
second.
for the given gun are.
Yeah. I should have wrote this down.
Because that's
didn't I?
not like.
Oh shoot. Let me just open the PDF real quick. What are the rest of you doing while this is going on? So George is shooting Tom.
Jenny's sprinting for the.
Okay, I'm running with Jenny.
So
Yeah.
you're both going back into the print shop then.
Yep.
Okay.
I've got the only quote weapon, and if she can fix this, then I got to protect her.
Now, I asked George to give me the other pistol. Okay, I have the other pistol, so I am also going to.
You're going to shoot
Oh,
Tom
you
as
got a
well. Why don't you go ahead and shoot as well while I'm looking up what the damage on that gun would be.
Sounds good. So I'll shoot at him, and then I'm gonna just like grab George and be like, "We gotta lead him away, dude." I did it.
Technically, one more success because it should have been difficulty 5.
Yeah, I forgot to change it to 5, so 3 successes.
Okay. Yeah, so you also hit. All right. Sorry, I'm having a hard time finding my core book.
It's all good.
Should have had this out. Okay, here we go. Bookmarks.
Like when I lived in San Diego, dude, my uncle was a Marine, so I went to Camp Pendleton and shot all the time. It was totally radical.
Firearms 130. Okay, there we go.
You're telling me, brah.
Okay. Don't worry about rolling it. So both of you shoot. So George, you said you were shooting him in the leg. Were you trying to shoot him in any particular place there? Chad?
I'm honestly, I'm following what my uncle taught me, which was center mass and just let the spray lead you to the head.
Okay. Both of your shots caused Tom to take several steps back, but you definitely notice the distinct lack of blood, even though the bullets chew through flesh, and you actually see it snap one of the bones in his legs. But then you see like these like tendrils of just ropey, fleshy like things pull the bone back together and like hold it in place.
Well, time to do some Scooby-Doo, brah.
You're both going to take off.
Yeah,
after
we sprint. Just,
Okay, now the two of you that go into the store, are you going to wait until after they distract Tom?
She's gonna immediately begin chatting as soon as she gets to the printer. She's
No.
not.
I'm asking if you wait for Tom to start running after them before you
Oh.
guys go into the bookstore, or do you do it while all of this is happening?
I'd be like, kind of get my hand on her, like, wait.
Oh,
Wait for it. So we'll wait till the distraction, and they immediately start running.
Nope. No, Tom goes after them. And again, oddly fast as you two take off, and he takes off after you. Now, neither of you have the mag light, so you are also running into a very dark mall. Okay. Meanwhile,
we kind of know we know the layout a little.
You
bit.
do.
I mean, we work
you
here.
do. Yeah. Jenny and Brad sneak into the print shop. All right, Jenny, what do you want to do?
She's gonna start. She's gonna go over to the printer that's got that special ink in it. It's just prison of metal. We're gonna stick the thing into a printer shredder, and she's gonna start chanting reading off the phonetic chant.
All right. So as you read this, yes, people will have to protect her as things happen. This is fairly short, but getting the words just right is a little difficult. So here's what you're going to do.
Necktie.
Roll a rituals.
Well, yes, but also I need you to make me a gnosis check first. So roll your gnosis. You're looking for 5s. You can spend a willpower for a success.
I am spending a willpower.
Okay. All right,
Okay,
so
that's
2 successes. All right, so that makes it possible. Now go ahead and roll your rights or your rituals.
Intelligence, I'm guessing.
In this case, it could be intelligence or wits, either one.
Okay, and difficulty?
7.
7, and spending a point of willpower.
Yep. Okay. You definitely feel drained as this happens. Oh, that's 2 successes. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So you fumble a few times, have to restart, but something is happening that you know when you've said something wrong, and you know that you need to restart it. So this is a few times of you having to stop and restart. Something is going on here, and it's taking something out of you as well. Like you're feeling drained.
Oh boy.
Okay, while that's going on, Tom, chasing the other two, stops in his tracks and then kind of turns his head again, where it's like you hear the vertebrae snap as he turns it all the way around on his neck, and looking back towards the bookstore, and then slowly starts to turn the rest of his body, starts to walk back to the bookstore.
Like, fuck, dude. Oh, fuck. You know what? Here, brah. Just do this one with me. I pass him a blunt. I stick one in my own mouth. I light both of them. Take a big puff. Let's fucking do this, dude.
Just as you take a big inhalation, something drops from above on you. It's the Zamboni driver. And he does the thing where, his head and neck are turned all the way around, and his arms and legs are behind him like a spider, right? And he kind of scurries like this on all fours as he looks up with his head reversed and laying on his back, mouth full of teeth, hissing at the two of you, trying to keep you from going after the other one.
I shoot it point blank.
Okay. Go ahead.
And as I do this, I shout at George, I got this. You got to go help the other dudes.
All right.
And I'm going to just point blank. I'm going to aim for his fucking eyes, hoping to blind him.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. So the bullets themselves don't seem to hurt the creatures, but doing enough damage to the body that it can't, so you're going for it to make it so that it can't see you.
Yes.
All right. So go ahead and just make your roll first.
Okay.
You're kind of
Still 5.
aiming, so this is going to be harder. This will be a 7.
Okay.
I think you're 6. You're point blank. It's right next to you.
All right. I will also spend a willpower to just
Okay.
make sure that I succeed.
Oh wow, nice.
All right, so that's 3 successes then.
Okay. Shoot it in the eyes, making it difficult as it cannot see you anymore, but it will still attack you.
All right.
Okay. All right. Well, that's going on. Was it George that ran? Yeah, George, you ran after Tom. Okay. Tom is starting to pick up speed, as you can now hear Jenny's voice carrying awfully loud to the bookstore. It doesn't sound like Jenny. It's like the voice is very powerful, very high end as well, like more screechy than Jenny usually is. Inside there, Brad, make me a gnosis roll.
Gnosis.
You can spend willpower on this, so you're rolling as many dice as you have in gnosis.
What's the difficulty?
In this case, 5, basic.
I like to let fate decide it.
So evens out. No successes. Okay. You feel, how many points of gnosis do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, that's not bad. Roll a d4. Okay.
Is that the correct? Is it roll 1d4?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
You rolled a 1. That's not bad. Lose a point of gnosis when you're empty. You're down.
Okay.
Now,
is this for my character permanently, or just
no, just for this, just for this. So Jenny is pulling something out of you to fuel this as well, and you notice that Jenny is visibly aging in front of you, like her hair is going from whatever color it normally is, but there's streaks of white in it now.
Black.
Like a picture, like you see the movies, like you see like that wispy, like your soul starting to like be pulled from
exactly.
your body.
Yep. Jenny needs more resources.
Jenny, I don't think you're doing it right.
Jenny is completely enthralled in the spell at this point. Her eyes are actually glowing. Something's going on with that printing cutting machine too. It's starting to glow a little bit as well. Then in comes Tom with George right behind. George, you want to do something quick? Okay. Yeah, so again, you're aiming. You're not point blank, so 7. Yep. Okay. Yep. There you go. You spent a willpower, so that's 3 successes. The damage is inconsequential. You're aiming for the back of his knees. You blow it out, and so he starts to crawl into the print shop. Where Brad, you can do something if you want. You're starting to feel a little drained, but you just rolled a 1, so it's not too bad.
So I can attack him?
You can. What do you want to do specifically? You know that damaging them doesn't seem to do much, but you can cripple them. And you can
I
keep them
know
from
that he's
moving.
trying to bite me,
Mhm.
and if he doesn't have a head, he can't bite, or at least the head can't get to me to bite. So I'm just going to start like hacking, like
All right, yeah. So you're going to use that cutter edge to hack at his. Okay,
yeah, like from that scene at the end of the first Friday the 13th.
Sure.
With the machete.
I got you. Go ahead, you make an attack roll. He is prone, so it's we'll do this as 6s.
Melee strength 6, which I suck at. I get my 3. Oh, there's 1 success though.
Okay, so here's how we're going to end this. You do cut off Tom's head. It rolls, although the teeth are still moving, but it's got no way to get closer to you as Jenny's voice reaches a crescendo. All right, Jenny.
Yep.
one more gnosis roll. You can spend willpower on it.
Still difficulty 5?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a willpower on it. Oh, that'll be 3 successes then.
3 successes. Okay, so that's going to take 3 off. So this is the harsh part for Jenny here. Jenny, roll 2d10 and lose that much gnosis.
And she has 2 gnosis.
Oh. Okay. Jenny falls dead to the ground. She looks like she's 50.
Hey, that's not that old.
Well, but she was a teenager. Tom stops moving, and now like all those teeth in his head go away, and it's just Tom. It's just Tom's head there, quite dead.
We're going to prison.
That is the question. So the lights start to come on, like the lights that should have been on, the lower lights for the night shift. You hear the radio come on over the PA, which is normally how it works anyway. You guys are standing in a room with a dead Jenny,
Covered in
a
blood.
dead Tom. You're holding, as Chad comes back, you're holding 2 firearms. You smell of alcohol.
Blame it on the strange 50-year-old woman who just appeared. No.
They should have seen
this
him
is the
too.
80s.
You're pretty sure the cameras and everything else were not online during the weird effects going on. But they're certainly online now.
Like, what the fuck just happened, dudes?
Dude, what the fuck did you get in your fucking weed? I told you that shit's bad, and you've affected all of us. Haven't you seen this is your brain on drugs commercials?
Like, man,
You just
I don't-
fried egged all of us.
I can't afford cable.
Okay.
Like, I can't afford cable, man. I'm spending all my money on weed.
All right. Yeah. So we'll leave the scene with you guys bickering there after George just goes out the back door, which opens just fine now.
Why do I have a feeling that the next time we see George, he's going to be with Odin's people?
Mm-hmm.
Like, here, Brad, I love you, man. I give you a big old hug. Let's go get
And as he does that, my mind snaps, and then you see it cuts ways. You see me raising up the cutting arm.
Never liked you anyway.
That's
Right.
like-
So there we
It's
go.
like, go
One
get a
more-
pizza, dude. My back.
So when with some scene in the future with us, there's going to be an asylum we're going to have to go to, and
Yeah.
Brad's going to be in there.
Yep. So there we go. That is how the printing cutting machine got to be a cursed item.
It's origin story.
Yep. Yeah, there we go. The origin of the machine. That mall is no longer open, by the way.
I hope it was not just abandoned and was demolished.
No, it's actually it's a Lowe's now.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
It's a Lowe's.
Oh,
No.
okay. Less cursed, but still cursed.
Yeah. So did anybody get what the boxes of stuff were? Oak might have.
No, I don't think so.
It was so the guy bought a Delta Green storage locker.
Oh!
Okay.
I was sitting there going like, I wasn't expecting that crossover.
Yep.
I was sitting there, it's like, is it a Freemason symbol? No. I mean, the Nazis used green things to denote criminals. That doesn't sound right.
No, somebody in the bookkeeping department forgot to pay for a green box and went up for auction. So yeah, there we go. Nice little tie-in with Delta Green. All right, so next time we play next Tuesday, we'll get back to our regular time in place with your actual characters. So nothing that happened to your characters tonight was really to your characters. Just using your
Oh my
characters.
god! I just realized whose ghost it was that we put to rest!
Yep.
It wasn't Jenny's, it was our random potheads. And he was in fact murdered by his friend who just finally snapped because the guy was...
Yeah, nice tie in there. Okay.
It wasn't even the supernatural shit that made him snap. It was just the level of...
I just killed the man.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll call it there. I know you've got another game here coming up soon, Oak. You got anything you want to throw out there? You can tell people about the game.
Yeah, say we'll be playing some D&D homebrew here in just what time is it? In about 30 minutes, probably.
Ooh, I
Between
just noticed
Tuesday-
somebody said George's audio is not on the stream.
Oh, that sucks.
Oops.
I thought I was getting it on
So we were talking to a ghost, but no one could actually hear that.
Oh, that's
Mm.
fine.
No, we got D&D Tuesdays and Fridays and Saturdays, midnight central. If anybody wants to check us out over on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, Kick, all the good places.
Yeah, cool. John, you got anything?
Let's see. We haven't figured out exactly which day this week, but you'll actually be able to catch me over on twitch.tv/Doogler93 with my friend Doogler later this week. And if you're in the Kansas City area, you should see the Jersey Boys at New Theater. I just helped them do changeover.
Fun. Nick, you got anything? Slumber?
No, I join Oak on Saturday nights currently, but I believe
Man, Slumber's with us on Tuesdays and Fridays.
All kinds of crossovers there. But if you found us, you know where we are. Blue Magic, BLUMAGIK.com, and that will give you too many years worth of audio like this and also not like this, but always fun. Check that out. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.